Hello folks. So we just had another client call in and schedule an appointment for us to come out and do a storm damage inspection on their roof. Might be taking a look at some siding, maybe some fence damage even. So kind of a whole scope of property and a little bit of damage to everything. So what they were told by their insurance company is have a roofing company come out, take a look at everything. If they think it's worthwhile, you call the insurance company, open up a claim. So you give them a little bit of description of the damage, they come out, they assess. The problem is what they told them to do next. They said if everything's approved, if we agree that there's damage, we'd like for you to go out and get 3 estimates to submit to us. So a couple things, and I understand now you've got the insurance company, you've got your contractors, you've met with 3, so you're not even sure really who you'll be working with, and you've got your insurance company that you've been with for years that has hopefully always been responsive and helpful through any of life's crises. But the problem there is most likely, can't speak universally, but in most cases, your policy says nothing about requiring you to do the legwork to figure out what the scope of damage is. And that's really what the insurance process is for. So historically, what happens is the adjuster comes out and writes up a scope of the project, scope of what they're seeing damage to. From there, they submit it, and then it's our job, basically as contractors, to go back and kind of fine-tooth comb it and say, agree, here's where, this is required for manufacturer specs or local code, or, depending what state you're operating in, those things can change. But we're there basically just to make sure that the scope is proper to be able to get the replacement project done in a successful, warrantyable, long-lasting, proper manner. So what we're seeing now is insurance companies kind of flipping the script on that, and instead of saying we're going to provide the scope, they're saying go out and get 3 quotes. Here's the issue. Your policy probably doesn't say to do that. In most cases, your policy says you're covered for damages. You don't have to drive around after a car accident and say, let me have it towed to 3 different places and see what they think needs done. It should be one expert negotiating with the company and saying this is what we need to do to make it back to prior to damage condition. With roofing, a lot of times it means tearing off and putting a whole new one on, which is definitely a win for most scenarios, which is obviously a big expense, and it's one of the reasons insurance companies have to be careful as to when it's something that can be repaired, and when it's something that's just neglect, and when it's something that is truly a storm event and something that needs to be covered. So that's where we come in. The one thing I would say, if you're getting 3 quotes, they've not met with any of the contractors, they've not reviewed what companies you invited into the home. Most areas, when you search for roofing contractors, you're going to find dozens, if not hundreds, that technically could service that area. So you're picking 3. Now, we hope, if we're one of them, that we might be the one you want to work with. But when you're going through this process, if you're going to submit 3, having not had any way to give preference or say this looked like the best contractor or this is what I'm most comfortable with, who do you think the insurance company is going to choose? Do you think they're going to go with the one that offers the best workmanship warranty? Are they going to go with the one that has the most 5-star reviews? Or are they going to go with the one that maybe comes in at the lowest price? So I would definitely urge all homeowners that are facing this situation to just push back a little bit with the insurance company and say, I'm not sure that's, can you show me in my policy where it says that's the process? I'm not sure that's really the way I've been kind of guided that this is supposed to work. They should send you a report. In most cases, we get a several page document that goes through every single line item. Every company is just a little bit different, and there's probably more insurance companies out there than there are roofing companies. So they're always going to look just a little bit different, but there's definitely some uniform consistencies we expect to see as well. So I would urge you, push back just a little bit, let us help answer questions and be a resource, and kind of be your guide on the side and your friend through the process. But that's what we would encourage everyone to do. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. we'd love to help you. Our team is servicing everywhere from West Virginia up to the Harrisburg area, so hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Take care.